What's going on with everybody? It's your boy All-Star Izzy. We are live for an effect. Come have a conversation with a star and let's dive directly into this video because this is going to be in contrast with the video that I'm going to be putting out soon and a topic that I've been talking about, basically about the human game or the game of life. This is what it reminds me of and how Kai Cenat exposes how people are going to be unsuccessful and they're going to do nothing with their life. And it sounds harsh, but I really want to talk about why this is so true and it's so real because first things first, there's a quote that I heard a long time ago. I remember it was about how people on the bleachers have the loudest voice and they're always trying to tell the player what to do or make fun of them or trying to get in their brain. If you're a content creator, any creator in general, somebody who wants to make it out there or building yourself within a company, there's always going to be people talking shit about you to your face, behind your back, whatever the case. It's always going to happen. So thick skin is a must. If you notice, there's more hate than there is positivity. Now, I've seen a lot of positive comments and there's a lot of negative comments as far as his self-improvement journey. But if we had to take a look back at this, right, we always see that there's the same recipe for people who are improving themselves versus people who are always going to criticize the other person. And I'm even going to give you a nugget and gem is that all that criticism that you got of another person, all that care and all that worry needs to go back into yourself. But even though I'm telling you that, you may not even see it. And that's how he exposes it. And it's not just Kai Cenat. It is a lot of people with a lot of influence. It's always been the same formula of people who are always constantly criticizing and always having the most opinions who aren't doing nothing with their life ever at all. And even creating this video is actually to bring awareness to the winners and for the people who want to stop being losers to do something with their life and put all that stuff back into themselves. And if you don't, then that's fine. You're going to have to play the part that you got to play. But this is why it shows in the game of life that you're always going to have your winners and losers. And there's a lot of comments that I was seeing about him being performative and him being like this and that. I got a call with my brother that I was just off of a couple hours ago, and we were talking about a similar situation to this. But I was saying, even though he's doing something positive, I still don't really care because him doing what he's doing has nothing to do with me. You never hear winners complaining about somebody improving. You never hear winners complaining about somebody losing. It's only what they do with their time and their life. Are you going to put in the work and have people judge you and make fun of you? Or are you going to be the person that's making fun of the person that's doing the actual thing? You don't necessarily really have any competition because the winners are too focused on winning, on doing exactly what they need to do to sharpen their tool. Not worrying about what a person with a crazy profile name is saying about what they got going on. The thing is that this isn't negative. This is a beautiful and positive thing. You got to alchemize their hate to your benefit and be like, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Keep talking your smack. Keep talking what you got to say. Keep making fun of me because you're putting money into my pockets and you're making me look better from the people who actually believe me. And the people who don't believe in me and they want to make fun of me with you, cool, keep doing that because you're still going to make me popular out there. You're still going to be putting out the hate. So that's what I'm saying. There's some game right here. Why is it that you get irritated when you see somebody doing something? What does it have to do with yourself? You see, this is what I'm saying. This requires more self-reflection than you probably can even imagine that goes back into yourself. What in your mind or your brain are you projecting onto somebody else that's trying to improve themselves? What does that have to do with you? Why do you feel so passionately about that? And why do you need to put it out there for people to see in public? You may just think, oh, I just want to say it for what it is. But truthfully, it's something deeper than that. It's actually a negative projection that you're having because you see somebody doing something because you're too afraid to put yourself out there in a vulnerable state to not even how he's doing it, but just in general. When you put yourself out there as an artist, any type of person who has ambition and wants to get a dream, you're always going to be made fun of and exposed some way, somehow. But really what it is that you're afraid to be seen. You're afraid of your own success. You're afraid to make a move because you have some things that are buried deep down inside within yourself that you're afraid to show up or accept or embrace. And that's why I was talking about the human game and human maxing. You guys don't want to play those games. You want to play the games of the guys on the sideline. And guess what? I think you should keep doing more of that. I'm not even telling you to convert yourself from a loser to winner. I think you should stay exactly where you are and be it. But for my winners, this is what I'm talking about. And if you want to be a winner, then you have to ask yourself these questions. Why do I care so much about what somebody else is doing when it has nothing to do with me in my life? You got to realize these people are just doing it because they do nothing all day. Making fun of an individual who is reading. Making fun of an individual who's trying to put himself out there, trying to sell some tickets, that's trying to get more views, trying to get more likes, trying to subscribe. Whatever the case is, guess what? That person has the cojones to do it, but you don't. You don't. You're too fixated and too worried about what everybody else is going to say. So you criticizing is really just you masking the embarrassment that you would feel if you put yourself out there. This is how this thing works, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I say authenticity is the new sexy, and to shine within is to shine without. So truly realize, and it's not just with Kai, this is with other people, other artists. Stop worrying what they got going on and be a true winner and focus on your life and accept your faults to who you are before saying it about somebody else. And if you want to keep doing that, be my guest and make us more rich. Until next time, baby.